so now that we have our classwork out of the way, let's take a look at the actual notes for today. So in Notes 8, we're going to be talking about writing equations from inequalities from a graph. So I actually think that this is a little bit easier than the word problems, but I wanted to start with that so we had some extra time to practice if need be. So when you're writing equations, remember that we use y equals mx plus b. So for number 1, that's what I'm going to write in. Y equals mx plus b. M is going to be your slope, or how you move, and b is going to be your y-intercept. Okay, so when I look at the graph, I want to look at where my graph crosses the y-axis. So the y-axis is right here, okay? And I cross it at -2. So -2 is my b. Now I want to find another spot on my graph where it crosses nicely so that I can count my slope. And I see a really nice point here at 4, -1. So if I count, I went up 1 box and I went over 4. So my slope is up 1 over 4. Put in my x, put in my y. Now, we have to talk about the inequality. So I have a solid line, and my line is shaded above. If it's shaded above, it means it's greater than. If it's a solid line, it means it's an equal to. Okay? All right, let's take a look at number 2. Again, we're going to start off with that y equals mx plus b. We're going to look for my b first. So here's my y-axis right here. And I cross the y-axis at 1. So I'm going to put a 1 in for my b. And I have another nice point right here at 3. And to get to 3, I'm going to go down 1 box, which makes it a -1, and over 3. So my slope is down 1, or -1, over 3. I'm going to slide in my x, slide in my y, and now let's talk about the inequality. My line is shaded below, making it a less than symbol. I am not a solid line, so it's just less than. I don't have to make it an equal to. Okay? Hopefully you're doing okay so far. And again, we have done this before, so it should go pretty smoothly for you today. Last one, y equals mx plus b. I'm going to start with the y-intercept. So there's my y-axis for me. And again, I cross at 1, so I'm going to put a 1 in for b. I'm going to find another point where I cross nicely. I have one right here. And how many boxes did I go up? I went up 2, and I went over 3. So my slope is 2 over 3. I have a solid line shaded above, which makes it a greater than or equal to sign. Greater than means above. And it's a solid line, so I have that equal to sign. Okay? You do have classwork today. I would like you to give it a try. As you can see, this is much, much faster than yesterday's classwork. You hopefully should be able to have plenty of time to still get that done. We should still have, between the 2 videos, you should still have about 10 to 15 minutes left in class to get that done for me, okay? And I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday.